Hi there folks, welcome back to Rich Reviews. I hope you had a great Christmas. It's now time to get down to the last 5 or so films that I want to review for you guys. So the latest of films that didn't go widely released in theaters, didn't make much money, or found their way onto the internet. The latest of these is Borg vs. McEnroe, and this tells you the story of the 1980 Wimbledon final between Bjorn Borg and John McEnroe, as widely regarded as one of the finest tennis matches ever played, until recently, I guess. And earlier this year, I reviewed the film Battle of the Sexes, and after seeing this film blows that film out of the water, although it does have its own share of issues I will mention here in a second. So this shows you the beginning of the friendship between Bjorn Borg and John McEnroe, although it doesn't do it as quite successfully as most people would like. Now there are 3 sections of this film here. The first section here is devoted to Bjorn Borg, here played by Sverre Gundersen. And after watching this film, you'll believe that Sverre Gundersen is Bjorn Borg. He has the headband, he has the facial hair, he has the long hair, he has the playing style of Bjorn Borg. If you look at a photo of Sverre Gundersen and Bjorn Borg in the 80s, you'll be convinced that you're looking at the same person. Basically, you do get some minutes to the early life of Bjorn Borg, who was on his way to becoming a sort of a McEnroe-like person. He has his own share of outbursts, and at one point, the film crew wants him to go back to that place where he did bounce the ball off a garage door, but he can't do it because he doesn't know which door it was, and so they stop filming, obviously. We also get moments here devoting to Leonard Berglund, who is played here by Stellan Skarsgård, who was Borg's coach early on in his life, and clearly he wants to channel Borg's energies into becoming a world-class tennis player. And he also gets stuff here involving his girlfriend to become wife, Mariana Sobieski. We also get Borg's pre-game ritual, like this of sorts, of him tying his tennis racket strings and then standing upon them, I guess, if that's what Borg actually did. Now, the problem here with this particular section is not anything wrong with the section itself. The problem here is that the person who uploaded this film then pressed the subtitle button. Only sporadically do Borg and his fellow compatriots actually speak English. They speak either French, Swedish, or Norwegian, I guess. I'm sort of left to decipher what they're actually saying or what their actions mean regardless. And of course we get the John McEnroe segments, who clearly is irritated by Bjorn Borg because everyone in the media thinks, oh look, it's Borg versus McEnroe. McEnroe wants to be a better player than Borg. And played by Shia LaBeouf, of all people, it's like, yes, here's the thing, I don't hate Shia LaBeouf. I actually think Shia LaBeouf is a great actor, despite all his personal problems that he's had over the many years. Yeah, but here's the thing, as much as I like Shia LaBeouf, he doesn't really look all that much like McEnroe, although I guess the hair and the outbursts do go a long way to try to convince me that, yeah, he could be McEnroe. He has a personal drive to become in the Wimbledon final against Borg, although really, can you actually expect anything else is going to happen in this film? Despite the fact that, yeah, I think he tries to sabotage one player in this film, whether or not that's actually true or not, in which the last act of this is indeed the recreation of that finals match between Borg and McEnroe. And this is a better recreation of a finals match than Battle of the Sexes was, because here now we finally get to understand the personal drive between two people who clearly want to be number one and see the other one fail. And clearly the media is trying to up this, although clearly you see the photos afterwards of that match, and clearly they're spot on and accurate. And clearly it is hard to, in a sports film, to recreate something if the one player is not very good at something. I think Emma Stone wasn't great at tennis, and that kind of showed, I guess, in Battle of Sexes. But here it's like, clearly you get the sense that these two people, and Sverre Gundersen and Shia LaBeouf, actually went to great lengths to actually try to recreate that match, and it largely succeeds on its own terms. So in the end, folks, Borg vs. McEnroe is a very vastly superior film to Battle of the Sexes that was made earlier this year, as I stated, although it does have its own share of problems. Now, is this the be-all, end-all of tennis films? I don't really know. If you can name a better tennis film, please state that in the comment box below. Borg vs. McEnroe is a competently made, well-executed film. So what I'm going to say here is I'm giving this a matinee rating, because clearly this should be seen. If you can see this in subtitles, great for you. Folks, what do you think about Borg vs. McEnroe? If you like this film and you have to care for it all, please put your favorite tennis match film in the comment box below. As always, folks, like, comment, subscribe, enrich yourself with knowledge. I'll see you next time, folks, with the 2 more films. I'll see you next time, folks. Yeah,